CE Fitness.
CE Fitness. Rob English MMA. What up?
That's what's up. And then Pro Tyler English about to guest post. I might jump on stage with him, but we'll see. It all comes down to feeling your body. You know, I say 200 pounds as a goal for the off season, and it's a realistic goal. But if it doesn't happen, if I end up looking better around 190, 195, I'll just take it from there. You know, I don't have to hit 200 pounds. Too many kids focus on just the weight and not enough on the mirror. And you definitely want to focus on the mirror first, how you look. But you know, 200 pounds would be a nice number. So for Halloween, I didn't do anything party-wise, because obviously 2 weeks out. But the following day, I kicked it off with a pretty big interview that I've been trying to get scheduled, but it's been a lot of phone tag, with a freelance news reporter named Tom Zozek. And you guys saw me doing the phone interview with him earlier. Nitric oxide, I have done different supplements that have NO2 in it. It's good for pre-workout. It's a vasodilator, opens up your veins, allows more oxygen to get through, increases your nitrogen levels. So yeah, I have used NO2 before. Okay. Different products that use it anyway.
Is that something you want to use on a regular basis to bulk up?
You can use it, yeah. It's not so much for size gain, it's more for your performance in the gym. It'd be the same thing as basically when you just start doing cardio, you start working out, you see your veins come out more, you're getting more oxygen flowing through your blood. That's what it's doing. Yeah. It's allowing more oxygen to flow through the blood, allowing your nitrogen levels to increase in the muscles, so it helps with that, gives you extra pump and extra strength. Yeah, I-Force, this is the double XL.
Double XL,
I appreciate it, thank you.
That's for future use.
Yeah. Once I'm back in the off season. I appreciate it, thank you.
Okay. Have you ever tried this?
Oh yeah, branched chain amino acids, they're excellent. Building blocks of muscle. RTN uses a lot of these. An RTN whey protein powder will have about 20 different branched chain amino acids in it. So okay. These are great for building muscle. Okay. I have not tried casein before. Although the only thing I'd really use casein for is before bed, because it helps slow down digestion of protein. And in that case, I just add some extra fats in there. You know, have some peanut butter with it, or you know, I'll cook egg whites, have some peanut butter or some yolks in there. That's all you need, really. So I never bothered with casein. Nothing wrong with it though. I know a lot of people who use it, a lot of people who like it. So, and what it's gonna be is pretty much exposure on 3 different television channels, as well as 2 or 3 different local newspapers. And then some other bigger projects that I'm not going to talk about because nothing's set in stone, but either way, it's some pretty good exposure, and of course, a great opportunity to push bodybuilding that much more out into the mainstream. Some people will complain saying that a lot of what I do is just for myself, to get myself more known, but the thing is, I love bodybuilding. It's a passion, so of course I'm going to bring my passion with me. What better way to push something out there than to get yourself known? Who brought bodybuilding out into the mainstream already? Arnold Schwarzenegger, first and foremost. How did he do it? He was super famous. Had he not became a movie star, no one would have heard of him, no one would have watched Pump and Muscle. Bodybuilding would still be even more underground. So fame is one of the most powerful promoters, and of course everything I do it for the love of bodybuilding. For the bench press, I've never really been too strong in that. I don't max out, so I don't know what my max is. I'll typically go in the off-season training, I'll also go up to like 275 to 295, and 275 I'll get for like maybe a set of 6, and then 295 I'll get for a few. You know, this off season I might focus more on strength, power, but the press movement's always been my weak spot. And same with my uncle, who was into bodybuilding, became a very big guy naturally. He had about 19-inch arms, and he had a good sized chest and everything, but you know, the pressing was always weak for him. So
you say that that's not a strong point for you, yet you're talking 275, 295. That's a lot of weight.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and, you know, be like 275 is nothing, pansy weight. It's good weight, most definitely, especially for, you know, 19. But only weighing, you know, whatever it is, that, you know, 170 right now pre-contest. But I mean, there are kids my age. If you look on YouTube, you look in the powerlifting scene. That's what I'm going by. You got kids that are my age pressing 500 pounds, you know, at a weight of 195 or something like that. There's some crazy lifts out there.
How about inclines or declines? You do both of those?
Yeah, I do incline. I don't do too much decline. I do it, but I think you hit your lower chest plenty with the flat.
Okay.
Incline, I'll go plenty heavy as well. I'll do sets right up to 225, and you know, I'll do actual sets out of that. I don't max out on incline. And then, like I said, the rest of it will be focused on a lot of flies. I'm finding that, especially having my chest be such a weak point for me, I'm finding that flies are really helping with the growth. People have been commenting how my chest is finally turning around. Flies are what did that. And different people, like top members on my NWB page, Jake Ackerman, he'll even say that when you fly, too many people use it as just a shaping exercise, and they go so light and isolate on it, which is fine, but you can go heavy on it, and when you go heavy on the flies, that's what really builds the mass. It's not just an isolation movement. More and more studies are finding that flies will connect directly with size more than pressing will. So that's why I'll start off light. I'll do 20s, nice, slow, controlled, high reps. My final set, I've gone up to 80s for 4 reps on incline, and that really squeezes those deep muscle fibers.
Yeah, Isaiah's 6% body fat in this picture.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the WMF American champ.
Yep.
Yeah, 6%. See that's awesome to hear, because this guy obviously is WMF pro. He's the American champ. He's the top of the top when it comes to natural pros, shredded, and that was at 6%.
6%.
And I like hearing that, because a lot of kids that aren't familiar with competition scene don't realize what that means. I've gotten some comments from other kids trying to tell me he doesn't get down, Nick doesn't get down to that 2% level of body fat that you're supposed to, but who does? Cody Lewis, who's the champion on the national level, was still about 3%. He was about 2.8%, and that was beyond shredded, and that's on a national level. Me as a natural team, if you're a natural, especially being a team, if you can get into 4%, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing, and that comes in shredded. So people don't understand that. People would try to say they came in at 2%, but they obviously didn't read their body fat correctly. So it should be some pretty cool things coming up, and I'm excited for that. And I'll keep everybody posted, of course. 2 weeks to the show. So yeah, what time are you guys meeting at the mall?
I don't know, I have to just text them.
And the movie's at 9:30?
Yeah.
I don't know, see, I do want to go with you, maybe, but like I said, we're going to end up getting out and home at like midnight, and then I still got to pack up for tomorrow and then drive 2 hours the next morning to promote myself. Yeah, I know, I don't want to get sick again. It's so tough right now, because this time, like, 1 week
You're
out,
in
you can't.
wicked good shape right now, too.
Oh, dang. I usually don't have arms. I'm all, like, soft right now from arms, but
Those arms are cool.
veins are coming out. About 11 o'clock and doing some more late night procrastinated cooking and packing for traveling tomorrow. I feel like I do this a lot lately. But tomorrow's our one high carb day for the Monster Mash, and then Sunday we begin the peak week. My one liquid meal for the day. It's right where post-workout would be. This time I'm using the Bionic Edge Whey. You guys saw I've been using Mass Gainer for a while, but I'm using the Whey because it's just, I already got my abundance of carbs, so this is just much simpler, pure protein, and I don't need the excess carbs at this point. So I'm doing 2 scoops, and then do just under a cup of oatmeal. Still keeping it dry, but I want to blend up the oatmeal nice and good so it's not all chunky when I do put water in it. So we just do a dry blend. And then we're good to go. It's all powdered up now. No chunky oatmeal. That's ready to go. Slow sugar to trade. When you're this close to the show and you have to have everything precise, and you know you're going to be busy the next day, label your food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, numerical order. Makes things a lot easier. All supplements in this bag. Just pure supplements.
2 weeks out from shows?
1 week out from the Olympia right now. Yeah.
Oh, it's on movie mode, everyone.
I'll bring the purple roll, but I think it's silk, so it doesn't mess with my tan at all.
1 week out from Worlds. Shredded. Let me say hamstring again. Tyler English, ladies and gentlemen, RTN athlete.
You know it. Like when you come in?
The IMBF Monster Mash is one of the largest amateur shows on the East Coast. And I won it last year and placed top 2 in the men's. And that's actually where I met RTN and became sponsored. It was my 3rd win of that year. So this year I went back, 2010, but behind the booth in the expo this time. I wasn't competing. I was repping my sponsors. RTN sent me down there, and I held the booth down with a lot of other great RTN athletes. I mean, it was a pleasure meeting Melissa Kelly, the top figure pro in the world. She's 1 week out from Worlds. She had her magazine covers all over the table. You know, pro bodybuilding champ Tyler English was there. He's my guy. You'll be seeing some awesome training videos with him and I soon. And, you know, of course, many other top amateur athletes were repping the booth with me, and it was an awesome day. Meeting tons of new people, taking pictures with new people, and got some perks, too. I was allowed backstage. I was allowed even behind the curtain. You know, I was chilling with Tyler English before he was going to go out and guest pose, and I had the camera. The promoters were cool with it, so it was an awesome event. Really fun day. TE Fitness.
TE Fitness. Rob English MMA. What up?
That's what's up. And then Pro Tyler English about to guest post. I might jump on stage with him, but we'll see. You're on right there. What? That's what T Fitness is all about.
T Fitness. T Fitness.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta hook them up.
Word.
Brotherly love.
Word. And I had a bunch of people asking me when I got my pro card, having people assume you're already a natural pro is awesome. And I had some actual pros, top pros, telling me that I look stacked and ready, which is, you know, definitely amazing to hear right now. So continue working hard for it, and it was a great day.